You've been lied to. Since childhood, you've been told that hard work is the answer. Hustle, grind, wake up at 4 a.m., outwork everyone. But here's the truth. Working harder won't save you, because if hard work was the secret, construction workers would be billionaires. Single mums working 3 jobs would run Fortune 500 companies, but they don't. Why? Because hard work isn't the real cheat code. Leverage is. And if you don't understand this, you're going to waste your entire life sweating for scraps. Picture this. There's a guy digging a hole with a spoon. He's drenched in sweat, working day and night. Meanwhile, another guy shows up with an excavator. He takes 1 scoop, and the job is done. Now, who worked harder? Exactly. And yet, most people are the guy with the spoon, grinding, struggling, putting in the hours, while someone else is doing 100 times less and getting 100 times more. Because success doesn't come from effort. It comes from effort in the right direction. But nobody teaches you this. Instead, you're told, work hard and you'll succeed. But in reality, people who work hard for the sake of working hard get trapped. The more hours you put in, the more people expect from you. The harder you grind, the less time you have to think. The busier you are, the fewer chances you get to step back and ask, am I even moving in the right direction? So let me ask you, are you actually making progress, or are you just running faster on the hamster wheel? Why most hard workers stay broke? Would you rather work 100 hours and make $10,000, or work 2 hours and make the same $10,000? Dumb question, right? Then why do so many people proudly choose the first option? Because society glorifies struggle. If you're exhausted, you must be working hard. If you're stressed, you must be doing something important. If you're sacrificing your sleep, your health, your happiness, well, congrats. You're dedicated. But let me hit you with something brutal. Suffering is not a success strategy. You don't get bonus points for making your life harder than it needs to be. And while you're out here proving how hard you can work, someone else is finding a way to get the same results with half the effort. The real cheat code. If working hard isn't the key, then what is? Leverage. That's it. That's the whole game. The CEO isn't working 100 times harder than his employees. He's using systems that multiply his time. The millionaire investor isn't saving every penny. He's using money to make more money. The YouTuber with 10 million subscribers isn't grinding harder. He's using a team, algorithms, and automation to scale his content. The people who win don't do more. They multiply their effort with better tools, strategies, and positioning. So what's your leverage? If you don't have any, you're already behind. The 3 types of leverage. How to stop working like an idiot. If you're stuck grinding, it's because you're not using the 3 types of leverage. Let's break it down. 1. Money leverage. Let money work for you. Investing. Passive income. Paying others to do things you suck at. Rich people don't grind. Their money does. 2. People leverage. Let others work for you. Business owners, content creators, CEOs, they don't trade time for money. They build systems where other people trade time for money. 3. Media and code leverage. Let technology work for you. A single YouTube video works forever. A single app can serve millions without extra effort. The internet lets you scale infinitely. If you're not using at least one of these, you're screwed. Because no matter how hard you work, you'll never outgrind leverage. The brutal truth. This is the part where most people say, okay, cool, I need to work smarter. Then, they do nothing. Why? Because working hard feels safe. It's comfortable to grind for 12 hours because at least you know what to do. It's scary to step back, learn a new skill, or take a risk that might fail. So most people, they stay busy instead of making real moves. Because hard work is a trap disguised as virtue. The illusion of productivity, why busyness is killing your success. You've seen it before. That guy who works 12-hour days, always busy, always exhausted, but never actually going anywhere. Always responding to emails, always in meetings, always putting out fires. But ask him, what have you actually built? Silence, because he's just running in circles, If your daily actions don't build something bigger over time, you're not working, you're just reacting. True productivity isn't about doing more, it's about eliminating the unnecessary. 80% of what you do, pointless. 80% of meetings, useless. 80% of emails, garbage. The highest achievers, they delete distractions, automate the boring stuff, and only focus on things that actually move the needle. And if you're not doing the same, you're sabotaging yourself. The 10x rule, why thinking bigger is easier than working harder. Most people think the path to success is just working harder. But let me ask you this, what's easier? Trying to make an extra $10,000 by cutting back on coffee, skipping vacations, and grinding for years? Or building a high-value skill that makes you $10,000 in a single week? Big goals are actually easier than small ones. Why? Because small goals force you to think incrementally. How can I save $100 a month? How can I work an extra hour a day? But big goals force you to think exponentially. How can I make $10,000 while I sleep? How can I 10 times my income without working more hours? When you aim higher, you force your brain to look for leverage, and suddenly you stop grinding and start scaling. The lone wolf lie, why trying to do it alone will destroy you. Let me guess. You like to do everything yourself because if I want something done right, I have to do it myself, right? Wrong. That's small-time thinking. The richest people, they build teams. The most successful, they delegate everything except what they do best. The biggest creators, they have editors, managers, assistants, so they can focus on what actually matters. If you try to do everything yourself, you will never get past a certain level because your time is limited, and if you don't start leveraging other people's time, energy, and skills, you're going to burn out. The passion myth, why chasing your passion is stupid advice. Follow your passion, one of the worst pieces of advice ever given. Passion alone doesn't pay the bills. Passion doesn't make you valuable. Passion won't fix a broken business model. Want to know what actually works? Become insanely good at something valuable, because when you're great at something, people pay you more. You get more freedom. You actually enjoy it more. Passion follows skill and success, not the other way around. The effort versus impact rule, how to work less and earn more. Let me ask you, are you doing high-impact work? Because if you're working hard on low-value tasks, you're just wasting energy. Answering emails all day? Low impact. Learning a rare high-income skill? High impact. Posting random content with no strategy? Low impact. Building a personal brand that scales? High impact. The difference between people who grind forever and people who break free is simple. They focus on high-impact actions that create outsized results. If you're doing work that anyone can do, don't be surprised when you get paid what anyone gets paid. Let's cut the crap. If hard work alone made people successful, the hardest workers would be the richest. They're not. Because the game isn't about working hard. It's about using effort strategically. So stop flexing how busy you are. Instead, ask yourself, where can I apply leverage? Because the second you stop thinking like a laborer and start thinking like an architect, that's when the game changes. And if you ignore this, you'll wake up in 10 years exhausted, overworked, and wondering why you're still stuck. But hey, if you want to keep digging holes with a spoon, be my guest. Now, here's the deal. You have two choices. Keep grinding the way you've always done. Nothing changes. You stay stuck. You keep working hard for minimal results. Start using leverage. Build skills that pay exponentially. Automate, delegate, and remove low-impact work. Use technology, people, and media to multiply your time. The people who win, they don't just work harder, they work smarter, in a way that compounds over time. The choice is yours. But if you choose wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. Hard work isn't the secret. Leverage is. Now, go apply it.